Shalom family, it's time to talk about this system, the system that we know, that's ran and operated by people that should not be operating it. This system is not a system of the Most High. They do not govern themselves according to Torah. This is the system our people say we should come out of her system. And we have people trying to build communities and live off the grid, what they call living off of the system. They're out of the system. And these people, you're still in their lands. You are not out of the system. You can't, this is not how you come off the system. This video coming off the system. How? There's a way to come off of the system. And we don't know the way how to come off. We don't know. Here's another mystery. We don't know how do we get off of this system. We're trapped in this system. We're trapped in this maze. It's a trap. Remember, they set traps for the Most High's people. They set different stumbling blocks for us to not find our way. These stumbling blocks are meant for our hurt. They're meant to destroy us. That's what these stumbling blocks are set up. So how do people get off the grid? How do you get off of this system? All right. Number one, most and foremost, listen and understand, because people believe you flee out of this system, this Babylonian system, and you go right into another Babylonian system. What are they saying? Are they saying when we flee out of America and out of these wicked lands and we flee near the borders, we flee within the borders, are they saying we are in the same system, or we're still in the system? Are they right? Yes, they are right. We, all of us, everyone, you're in the system. We're all in the system. If you're on you listen to this video, you're on the system. This is their system. You're using the internet. The internet is part of their system. The internet was not created for us. It was created for them. The militaries used the internet and we didn't have access to it. Now they open it up so we can use it also. And so, yes, we're in the system. But what makes us different than the others being inside the border? The ones in the border in position to come off the system. This is what our people don't understand. So they ignorantly say you flee one system and you still in the system. All right, let's talk about this system. We was taught in school, the government, the U.S. government have three branches: the legislative, the executive, and judicial. You had to know these three branches of governments. They taught us this. And of course, the legislation, you have 100 Senate, 435 House of Representatives, and this makes up Congress. The executive, you have the president and the vice president along with the cabinets, and then you have the judicial. This is your federal court. This is all court systems. This is the system. All courts, all the way up to the Supreme Court. They created these three powers so that one wouldn't assert authority over the other. One wouldn't have more power than the other. And they're supposed to be sharing in a joint type of power. These are very, very powerful systems here. That's none that's more powerful than the other. The president alone is nothing. You get it? He's nothing. These men work together. Congress make laws to govern the people. This is where they are making laws, not the laws of the Most High. They're not down with the laws of the Most High. So this is the three branches of government. And yes, you will be asked to be served within these governments one way or another. Here is one. You have a driver's license. You may be called to be a juror. You may be called in for jury duty, and you will be taking your part in the system. You could be also summoned for court as a witness to a crime. And the third, voting. If you vote, you are part and in the system. You're working with the system. And our people thinking we need to vote. Some of our people, voting is not the answer. All right, what is this? You look here, this Roman buildings. And this is what America is. Babylon, Rome. They created another empire. And they're using this empire. Look at these arenas. This is what they call, they went to see the sports. They built these coliseums to go and watch sports. And here we are today, still caught up in sports. And you also notice they have the same structures as the buildings in the United States. The same structures. It's Congress, the House, the White House. These are the same structure. And even you have the Vatican, the same structure, because they're the same people. So there's no difference. They are the same people. System. System, a set of things working together as part of a mechanism or an interconnecting network. They are all interconnected in a complex whole. Now the way this system works is very, very complex. It's an organization structured together, and it's very, very complex. They have methods, procedures, techniques, strategies that they use and operate in. And some of these strategies, of course, you see under 2, set of principles or procedures according to which something is done, or organized scheme or method. Some of the things that they do, it's a scheme. All right, let's go to the scripture. We're going to learn how to come off the system. We're going to learn what the scripture says about the system. We're going to learn, is it true we can come off the system? Are we going to ever come off of the system? There is nowhere. Someone put in the comment section, I don't know what these people, I can't do anything for them. They don't understand scripture. There's nothing I can do for them. They don't understand. We can't flee out of the system. There's nowhere for us to flee. Wherever we go, they will be there. They own everything. Is that true? Is that the Most High's word? Do you know the scripture? Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. The wicked is running things. Esau is the end of the world. According to 2 Ezra 6:9, Esau is the end, but Jacob is the beginning, and will rule after Esau fall. One kingdom fall, the next kingdom rise. He covers the faces of his judge. We have bribery going on. These people, they're not operating in righteousness. They're not ruling righteously. It says, if he is not he, who else could it be? If it's not the wicked, who else could it be? It's not the righteous. The righteous are ruling. All right. I want to take some of the Pauline, the people that believe Paul. The camps believe Paul. The church believe Paul. And their followers believe Paul. Again, they're caught up in the system. They don't understand their camps are ran by the system. I just did the video about the infiltration, why we shouldn't be in these camps and in communities. So here it is. Why they don't listen to this? Romans 13:1-7. Let every soul, that Paul, he's speaking to everyone. He's not speaking for the Most High, but he is speaking to everyone. You, me, everyone. That's why he said let every soul be subject to the governing authorities. We are their subjects. That's what he's saying. For there is no authority except Yahuwah, except from Yahuwah, and the authorities that exist are appointed by the Most High. So he's saying the Most High put these wicked people in place, and they're doing the Most High's job. This is what he's saying. Therefore, whoever resists the authority resists the ordinance of the Most High. See, there it is. You resist the authorities, you resist the ordinance of the Most High. And those who resist will bring judgment on themselves. So he know you resist this authority, they coming to get you. They don't like when you resist. For rulers are not a terror to good works. Okay, we know this wrong. We know this is wrong. They're not a terror to good work. Then why are they killing innocent people? Why are innocent people being let out of prison, been in prison for 30, 40, 50 years for a crime they did not commit, but to evil? How is it? Some of the evilest people don't go to prison. How is it? That's not true. Do you want to be unafraid? Do you want to be unafraid of the authority? Do what is good, and you will have praise from the same. So he's saying if you do good, they won't harm you. They will praise you. For he is the Most High's minister to you for good. We know this a lie. He's saying the police are a minister of the Most High. No. My son loves to correct me when I talk like this. He says, no, Daddy, Paul is right. This is what my son tells me. And I have to step back and I say, yeah, you're right. He's saying for he is God's minister to you for good. Now he's using God. This is the right one. This is correct. This is twisted. We shouldn't be in the midst of a man with twisted lips, but he is talking twisted here. And he's saying the wicked one, the real God of the Bible. He's a minister to you for good. But if you do evil, be afraid. For he does not bear the sword in vain. Yeah, right. He doesn't kill in vain. He doesn't kill innocent people. For he is God's minister, an avenger to execute wrath on him who practice evil. So he's not going to execute wrath on the innocent. So see, if the system was set up this way, we wouldn't see innocent people getting gunned down. We wouldn't see, kids being gunned down. Therefore, you must be subject, not only because of wrath, but also for conscience sake. For because of this, you also pay taxes. These camp leaders can't go over this. These camp leaders can't explain this. These camp leaders would never touch this. Paul didn't mean we're subject to. He's talking about we should be subject to the government that the Most High set into place. No, he said let every soul be subject to the governing authorities, not Yasharal authorities. And because of this, you pay tax. The Most High ain't never meant for us to pay taxes. We're not supposed to pay taxes. Taxes is wicked. It's not in our law. The Most High didn't tell us to do this. And if he had commanded us to pay taxes, then the people would do the opposite. For they are God's ministers, attending continually to this very thing. Render therefore to all their due, taxes to whom taxes are due, customs to whom customs, fear to whom fear, honor to whom honor. All right, you Pauline, you have to be subject to all authorities. He continued with 1 Peter 2:13 through 17. And again, we know who wrote these letters. Therefore, submit yourself to every ordinances of man. This is telling us, if you're going to live according to every word of the Bible, let me make myself clear here. Because there was just the other day, I saw the comment, someone says, oh, this is the person that don't believe all the words of the Bible. This is the person that don't believe the book of Hebrews. This is the person that don't believe. You see, if you believe all the words of the Bible, you should submit yourselves to every ordinance of man, wicked or righteous, every, for Yahuwah's sake, whether the king as supreme or to governors, as to those who are sent by him for the punishment of evildoers and for the praise of those who do good. So this is saying the same thing we read from Paul. For this is the will of the Most High, that by doing good you may put to silence the ignorance of foolish men, as free, yet not using freedom as a cloak for vice. This is what it's saying. But as bondservants of Yahuwah, honor all people. Wait a minute. Hold up. Honor all people. We must honor all people. This is heavy.